You are a part of the show's new attempted spinoff.
Yes,
really exciting.
the pilot, yeah.
It's all female-led.
Yes.
So what does that add to the supernatural universe?
You know what? I think it's part of what's growing in media right now is having women storytelling and telling things from their point of view. And I think in general in life, it's something that I certainly was really looking forward to and am excited about, to tell a story from women's point of view and from Donna's point of view. And I think that what it's going to add to Supernatural is it's going to give the fandom, which is in a large part female-based, it's going to give them an opportunity to feel like they're telling the story and their opportunity to relate to these characters, and I think that it's going to make them feel more involved, and it's going to get them more excited about the show, if that's humanly possible.
Tonally, how does it compare to Supernatural?
You mean shooting? Tonally.
Yeah,
I think that it's very similar in tone. I wouldn't say that it's a drastic change, other than it literally is coming from a female point of view. But I don't think that in tone it's really significantly changed. The stories are still in the same vein of Supernatural, and so I don't think it's going to be this huge shift for the fans. It's just going to be just slightly heightened, you know.
So we met Patience in episode
Clark
3.
Bacco, yes.
What can you tell us? There's one more character, one more new character coming. What can you tell us about her, and maybe just tease about the interactions between sort of that core group?
Patience, or?
Well, Patience and Jody and Donna.
And the new...
And, yeah, and how they'll interact.
Well, Jody, as we know, has kind of been taking in these kind of wayward girls and helping them in a situation where some of them are finding that they're, parentless or without leaders in their life. And I think that it's going to be, in a similar sense, my character is there to assist Jody in a way. And Patience, I just watched that episode actually a couple days ago, and Clark Bacco is such a great, wonderful actress, and I think the character Patience is the perfect addition because she comes from a different background than a lot of the women. A lot of the women come from, a kind of rougher beginnings, and I think that what's exciting about Patience is that she was raised in, a little bit of a higher class. And it'll be exciting to see what that character brings or learns even. And the new character coming in, I don't think that I can say too much about her without giving anything away. So I'm not going to. But she is going to be unlike any of the characters in a really exciting way, and a really... a brand new way that has so many opportunities for the actress, for the character, and for all the characters around her.
It's interesting to see the character evolution that you've had since your first appearance on the show,
100%.
because she started off as almost like this stereotypical cliche female story of trying to lose weight, and now we've seen her grow to be so empowered.
Yeah.
So can you talk about getting to play that character
Absolutely.
evolution, and where we'll see you go from
So Donna is such a special place in my heart, obviously, because it's going to be such a huge, knock on wood, part of my life, and is currently. But when I got cast in that role, it was a very small role. It wasn't even a guest star role at the time. And I was very excited to play a character that, had this fun accent, had this kind of complex storyline, as you're saying, about being the, leader and sheriff of a town, but also really insecure, feeling like, her husband's left her. There's lots going on there. And over the past couple years, she's developed strengths in new areas that teach her to grow in areas she thought that she was weak, right? And so what a great thing for me a human person, and as me as an actress to get to learn through Donna about what we can do through hardships. This episode that I'm working on now it goes even further into the character of what she's going through, what she's capable of, and what she's going to do moving forward. I'm really, really excited about this. More excited about the script than I've probably been about anything, you know, and for my specific character. And I think that what's great about Donna is she's very relatable in that way. You're saying, like, she was just kind of a regular woman having regular everyday insecurities that we all have. And watching her succeed through that, and knowing that we all can succeed through that, you know.
Can you talk about this episode that you're filming and what Donna's going through with her niece?
Yeah. So this episode is about Donna's niece goes missing, and she's very close to her niece. So it is a situation that she doesn't necessarily feel is necessary to get help for, but she is desperate. And so I think that for an episode that Donna has previously been in, it's very different because she's usually, you know, kind of funny and bright and sunny, and she's not in this episode. She is haunted, she is broken, she's vacant, she is lost because she's lost this woman who is like a daughter to her, and it is an intense, dark, creepy episode. So I don't want to give too much away, but for me it's a darker episode than I've ever been a part of, and you see what she's willing to go through moving forward. Oh, I don't know what else I can say about it. I'm gonna keep looking at her. I'm like, I don't want to get in trouble.
That's good.
As you kind of step out into your own more and more, how does that evolve your relationship with the Winchesters?
I think it grows because we now have a stronger connection. I think when they first met Donna, they felt this need to protect her in a way. And they did, but they also, like I said, taught her ways to protect herself and to protect others, which made her stronger. And so as that grows, I think she is creating a bond with the Winchesters because they're all hunters now. You know, they're the king hunters, and she's growing under them, and I think that brings them a sense of pride and also gives them an ally. And so I think that relationship's just going to keep getting stronger.
It's interesting that there's the spinoff is a female spinoff, considering early on in Supernatural, a lot of the fans didn't accept female characters. When do you think there was a shift?
Well, I don't know. I wasn't around during that. I heard about this, you know, backlash with the women, but I think it was maybe, I'm suggesting this, that maybe it was a misinterpretation of the female opportunity in the show. The women of, at least the women in the pilot, are not there to solely serve the Winchesters or to serve any men. They're there to help others and save themselves. And again, going back to what we were saying before, that's an exciting opportunity for the viewers to see, you know, 6 regular women from all, you know, walks of life learning how to save themselves. They're being their own heroes, right? And so I think now is the time, like I was saying earlier, that a lot of television and movies are kind of discovering that women want to have stories told by women. You know, they want to have their voices heard, and so this is just an opportunity that Supernatural and the CW is giving to all of us as a viewership and a fandom.
So Supernatural is more of a road show. You know, they roll into town, solve a case, roll out. But it sounds like Wayward Sisters is going to be more set in a town. So is it this idea that all the bad guys are going to converge on the town, or how will that work a little bit?
Well,
From what you know.
From what I know, they do want to like centralize it in one spot, and I think that's kind of exciting. I was talking a bit to Kim Rhodes about it. She and I were always just like, and then this will happen, and this will happen. And we think it's kind of exciting to, you know, the people that you can meet in a town, the people that can come to town, that can leave town. I think there's all sorts of opportunities that we didn't get to discover because Supernatural is a roadshow. But I don't know, I genuinely don't know how they're going to specifically bring in the monsters or fight the monsters in one space. But I think it creates an enormous opportunity to, I don't know, just develop a lot of relationships that will keep the viewers enticed and loyal and, you know, empathetic and emotional about these bonds that will be created and broken inevitably because it takes place in such a small town. So I think it's exciting.
Are you guys anticipating having like some fan favorites come on the spinoff, or
that's what I've heard. I get no say in the matter, sadly. We have people that we really want to come on the show, which is pretty much everybody you could possibly imagine, just because they're kind of our friends, and we're like, we want to play with them. And there's characters that my character has never and may never meet, like Castiel, like Rowena, Abaddon, all these characters that I'm a big fan of, and obviously a big fan of the actors who play them. So these are characters that I'd like to see on the show, but I think that's what they want. That's what they say they want. That's what I want.
Who's at the top of your list? Like, if you could get one like character from the entire series, like who would you want?
I think it would have to be Castiel, and I've said this before, and I think it'd be just for the pure comedy reasons of just seeing Donna and Castiel trying to communicate. Of just like the idea that Donna would be like, hiya, oh, I like your wings, gosh, you're cute. And Castiel would be like, and who is this? Who is this person? Just kind of stoic and not understanding how forward Donna is. I think that the contrast of those characters would be just gold.